Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Real Hazardous. Today we're going to go out hunting. I'm going to go over kind of what I do to choose my stands and what I saw and what the conditions are to hopefully give you some good information to help you be successful this hunting season. So some new things for this season is that some of the area that we hunt, it's pretty good size, but some of it was cut down, the pine trees and stuff. So it's not just a big solid area, it's kind of in patches. And I actually think this is a pretty good thing. I feel like it makes the deer learn, take new patterns, move different ways, gives you new areas to hunt, and they don't really have you figured out yet. You know how when you have a stand up for a while, I think the deer know where it's at. You'll see them looking up that way, especially the big smarter bucks. The first hunt, I'm hunting at a place that we call the donut. It used to be kind of the circle with this little pond in the middle, looked like a donut. But this is on an area where just out to the side, they did some cutting, cut down a bunch of pines. So we put up a leaner here, and we kind of put it in between a couple trees. So we have some branches, we have some good natural camo, and have a little bit of a window. That works good for me, and I'm watching this clear cut area. In Florida, a few years ago, they put some new rules where basically, typically you can only hunt bucks. But a few years ago, they added the rule where the buck has to have 3 points on one side or at least a 10-inch main beam, except for a doe weekend where you can shoot, or I say doe, antlerless deer weekend. So on this first hunt, it's beginning of the season, and it's bucks 3 points or better with a 10-inch main beam. This stand was pretty active. I saw several deer, several does, and a small buck, which is a really good sign. It's really exciting to see. I feel like we're seeing more deer in this area, and it's fun to at least be able to see the deer. It's pretty exciting seeing them, wondering if something bigger is going to come behind them. On this hunt though, nothing I could shoot. For hunt 2, I went back to the donut. We've got some good stuff on the cameras. It's looking really good. Hunt before, I saw some things. I had a good wind still, so I figured I'd give this area a try. Again, on this hunt, nothing to shoot, but that's okay. I feel like it's a good area, and I've got some good stuff on camera. For the third hunt, I decided to change it up. We have this stand on kind of the main road, the main one that we come in, and I've hunted different parts of this road before, and it's generally pretty good. And this year we kind of moved our leaner back. Again, we found a good tree where I could kind of camo it. It's kind of back in there. And we've got a pretty good shot on this. In Florida, you don't normally have many good shots, at least not in our area. It's pretty thick. But because it's on a road, we do have a good long shot. And we've been throwing out corn. In Florida, it's our area, it's legal to throw out corn, baiting as they call it. And different parts of the South, you can do that. I don't know everywhere what the rules are, but just know it is legal. Now, some people use feeders, and we've done this in the past, but we feel it attracts a lot of hogs. And what we've found to be a little more effective is just throwing out the corn by hand. So when we put out this corn, we'll go out there and we'll fling it out. And scattering it around, I think it makes it harder for the hogs so they just don't come on in there and devour it. But it also makes the deer, kind of wander, cover some ground, spread out. They're not just in one spot and gone. So on this hunt, it's beginning of doe weekend or antlerless deer weekend. So I'm hunting on this main road. Now, part of the reason is I'm coming right after work, and this stand is the first stand you get to. So my dad and my brother are already hunting. Since I'm coming in later, they're already set up. I don't want to go to a spot where I have to go past them, and spook any deer, make it loud, stuff like that. So I'm taking the first stand that you come to, which I think will be a pretty good area. Just throwing some camo to cover some of the work clothes. It's a longer area. I'm not worried about my scent so much. I've got a good wind, and hoping something good will happen. While I'm sitting there, I noticed something came out, and it looked like it had a pretty good rack on it. I put my gun up, looked through the scope, and I could tell that this is a shooter deer. So while he's feeding, I'm just kind of waiting for him to take a good angle. At one point he was kind of walking towards me. It's not the best angle. I want a good broadside shot. I'm using a Remington 700 270, good old classic round, really solid round. I've been using this round for years. I've shot the biggest deer ever, my personal best, one in Georgia by the Alabama line with this gun, and it's put down some good deer, and it's helped me with some long shots. Finally, once the deer went broadside, I took a shot and he dropped straight to the ground. So I knew I got him. So that was pretty exciting.
Sorry guys, it's pretty dark. You probably can't see me. I think I just heard my brother shoot. So I know my dad shot it. He said he shot a pig earlier. I shot my buck, so we might have all three shot something. So it's been a pretty active evening. It's a good sign. Alright guys, we are walking up to the deer now. Get a good look at this guy, see if he's one of the ones we had on camera. Dad's coming up on the side by, so we'll have some light in just a second. What's that?
6?
Yeah.
Sweet. Where you coming out?
Just a little back there, right where it's kind of open.
Yeah.
We went up to this deer. My dad came by with the truck, and it was a good 6-point, and pretty happy with it. You know, obviously this isn't a huge northern deer. Even for Georgia or South Carolina, this isn't a big deer. But for Florida, it's pretty nice, you know, for the area we hunt. And big deer, little deer, even if it was a doe, you know, I have fun hunting them all. Like, I don't care, you know, if it's a doe or what, it's still fun. It's still good eating. You know, don't ever feel like you have to justify the size of your deer. You know, if you have fun, if it's a good, you know, hunt, legal, sustainable, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Got the buck back to the house. Gonna clean it out soon, skin it. I wanted to show you guys some pictures of it. Pretty good 6-point. Nothing huge, but definitely happy to get a first deer of the year. So pretty excited. Good Florida buck. It's doe season. Went right after work as soon as I got off. So I got to the closest stand. I'm in, you know, tennis shoes and just kind of jumpsuit over top. But got there, got set up, and about 5:10 he came out. Took a shot with the old 270 and went right about where I aimed for it and put him down just like that. So overall pretty exciting. I was expecting a lot of does in the stand, so to get a good buck is pretty cool. Seeing those horns and the scope kind of gets your heart racing. It's good. We're happy to get the deer. My brother also got a deer. We're gonna clean these out. We got a couple more days of doe weekend. Hopefully we're gonna get a couple does, get our freezers full for the year, and then we can be a little more picky. So we hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions about hunting, by all means let us know. It's pretty simple. Just a lot of it has to do with prep beforehand, setting up your stand, doing the research, whether it's deer cams or going there, you know, seeing where the deer are walking, and just putting in the time to be ready, because you never know when they're gonna come out. If you have any other questions, comment below, and we'll see you next time on Real Hazardous.